No business will survive without video.
Hey, I'm Ken. I used to be a homicide detective. I was a cop for over 15 years, and I got sick of it. When I found out I was going to become a dad, I needed to make a change. In the last 15 years, I've started 4 different businesses in 4 different industries, and they've made a lot of money. This channel is dedicated to showing people exactly how to build an 8-figure coaching business. Every single part of it. I love teaching people how to write books, how to get your books traditionally published, how to turn those books into 7-figure coaching businesses, and you're going to find all that information right here.
Hey friends, we need to have a really frank discussion today, and I am going to talk to you about what I'm doing right now. If you're watching my videos regularly, have you caught on yet? That's my question to you. The reality is, I get asked this question all the time by people that are not comfortable doing videos online and getting in the habit of doing them regularly. Is it important to do? And you know what's really interesting about that question is we don't even get to answer that question. We're not in control of it. The fact of the matter is that anybody who's trying to build any type of online business today, in today's world, if you're not engaged in doing some type of video communications with your prospects, with your ideal clients and customers, you're going to fail. You're going to lapse behind. And here's why. It's not, my example to you and my thoughts to you are not based on what your competitors are doing. It's not about the fact that your competitors are doing it or not. It's about the fact that the companies who own the world's largest platforms, they're all pushing video. Now, why are they doing that? Obviously, if you take a look at the world's biggest platforms that we're talking about through this series, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, LinkedIn, even Twitter, and now TikTok, the fastest growing platform in the world, they're all video platforms. So if we take a really quick look back in time, what we're going to find in the beginning, it was just YouTube. Then YouTube was bought by Google, and Google started turning it into the search engine that it is today. Facebook automatically, almost within months, started to notice a dip in their interest rates and in the amount of people that were actually using the platform. So they started developing video technology. And they were the first ones to launch the live streaming technology, the ability to go live in front of your clients and customers and engage with them because you were so. And then the war started, back and forth. Facebook and YouTube went, actually trying to outdo each other at each turn. But what they ended up doing is helping each other. They now have incredibly advanced video platforms. And every new platform that comes along, look what they're doing. Look what happened with TikTok just a couple of years ago. It was a horrible platform in the beginning that had a different name, and nobody was using it. Then they really dialed in the technology that allowed people to do really quick videos from their mobile phones, and boom, the rest is history. So what I want to talk to you guys today about is the importance of doing it, and then how do you get comfortable with it? Because there's so many people out there right now, and I'm sure if you're watching this video and you're still uncomfortable with doing video, then type me in the chats, type me in the comments. I'd like to know how many people are willing to admit that. And I know that the answer is there's tons and tons of people that are uncomfortable doing video content. So how do you get comfortable with it? Well, there's a couple things that you can do to really get yourself in the flow, if you will, so you can do video regularly. Here's a little bit of background information about video online, using video to build your following. People are looking for consistency. People are looking to create habits. People naturally create habits. So the first thing I'm going to tell you is go back through this series. If you didn't really pay close attention to what I was saying before, when I was talking about building your following and creating a content calendar, because the first thing people always say to me is like, what do I say? I always get so nervous doing video. What do I say? If you create a content calendar that lays out all of the video content that you want to produce, then you'll have no problem reminding yourself what the topic of the day is when you're ready to shoot your video. And then all you have to do after that is, before you start your video, then just write out a couple quick notes. What are the things I want to talk about today when I'm talking about X, when I'm talking about that subject? And friends, that's what I do. I'm looking on my screen right now at a big spreadsheet that has topics for 100 videos, all built around one framework, which is how do you build a following without ruining your life? Because I'm writing a book about the topic and I'm recording videos to get the content out of my mind, and I'm sharing my videos with you because I want you to get excited about the fact that the book is coming. I'm writing a book called Build Your Following right now, and it's going to lay out everything I know about this topic that we're talking about right now. It's going to be full of amazing facts. It's going to be full of incredible stories of the top influencers in the world and how they've used the online world, how they built their following in today's world. And guess what? They're all using video. So in order to get my content out there, all I'm doing is breaking things down into little chunks. And today, the chunk that I'm talking about is video. Video is the centerpiece of everything that you do. So how do you get comfortable with it? Number one, figure out your content ahead of time. Go back in this series and watch the video where I show you exactly how to build a content calendar. Now, once you have that figured out, a couple pieces of information for you that are going to make it really easy for you if you practice. And that's the first tip. Anybody who's great at video production, that does videos online like this, in today's world, they didn't start that way. You talk to anybody that I talk about on my channel. You know, I talk a lot about my friend Rachel Peterson and Alok Aparadai and many, many others that are like legends when it comes to producing video and communicating online. They'll all tell you they were nervous as heck when they first got started. So that's what you have to do. How do you practice? Get into a routine. Find a time of day every single day where you can produce a video, whether you go live or you record the video first and use live streaming technology, which I'll show you later to do it. Whatever you do, just get in the habit of doing it every single day. I literally record my videos at 7 o'clock in the morning every day. It just makes it really easy for me. I've got my morning routine out of the way. I get up at 6, I have my coffee, I get into the zone, I have a shower. Now I'm ready to do a video every single day. And you can see by the way my following is building that people enjoy that. So get in the habit of it and practice. Next thing, this is probably the most important thing. Over time, as you practice, you're going to get really comfortable at having real conversations with people. Video is not about canned speeches. Don't, for gosh sakes, don't write your content out first. I've heard people that use teleprompters and they write out all their information on a teleprompter and then they just read the teleprompter. How unauthentic is that? Because, I mean, look, people that are watching your videos, they're not naive. They're not stupid. They realize that your videos, if you're reading a teleprompter and you're not really there with them, they're going to know that. So don't do it. Have real conversations with people. Talk about what's going on in your life. Talk about what's going on in your day. Your followers want to get to know you. People are more likely to follow you consistently over time and then subsequently become your clients and customers if they know you're authentic, if they know you're real, if they know when you do videos like this, you're truly doing it because you want to help them. Get comfortable with it and be real. Don't rely on notes and canned speeches. Have real conversations with people. And friends, if this is making you nervous, then, just suck it up. Get over it. Get in the habit of doing it. You're going to be horrible at first, but as you practice over time, you're going to get in the habit of doing it, number one. Number two, your conversations are going to feel more natural to you. And for those of you that are saying, how can that be a conversation if it's a recorded video? It's really simple. That brings me to point number 3, and the final point. Engage with your viewers. That's how you have the conversations. Friends, if you guys agree with the content today, then make notes in the comments. And I get notified when the comments are made, when people make comments, and I respond to them. I continue the conversation with them. So study your engagement. See what people are saying. When you notice you shoot a video on a topic that people really respond to, shoot more videos like that. Because it's not so much about what you're actually saying. It's how you're engaging with the camera. It's the eye contact that you're making. It's the body language that you're putting off. Are you really comfortable with it? And when it starts to work with you, you'll know it. Because people will start paying more attention. Your conversation, your engagement will go up. You'll see more comments. You'll see more subscribers. You'll see more followers. And that's really the key. Hey, listen, in this series, I've been telling you a lot. If you want the whole story, then to check out my masterclass. I have to tell you, friends, I own a company called The Authority Factory, and I teach people to write books. That's my main driver in life. It's what I love to do. But once they have those books written, I teach them how to sell books. And the key piece to selling books is building a following. The more people you have paying attention to you when you launch your book, the more books you're going to sell. And the series that I'm producing right now, this video I'm doing and all the subsequent videos for the next 4 weeks, they're all videos I'm creating in order to curate content for my book. In other words, I'm writing a book with you right now. And in doing so, I'm giving people to pay attention. And then every time I shoot a video like this, and I mention the book, there's somebody that always says, I'll buy that book when it comes out. Because it encapsulates everything that's going on here. The other thing I wanted to let you guys know is that there is a masterclass that I did. I've figured out a system called the auto content loop. And the auto content loop, very simply put, is a way of mastering social media publishing, so publishing on all the channels. It's a way to create a system so you can regularly publish content on Facebook, on Instagram, on LinkedIn, on YouTube, on Twitter, on TikTok, on all the channels. But you do it by just producing one video like this 3 days a week. And then you get a virtual assistant to do the rest. I have a virtual assistant that turns all my videos into my podcast shows. It turns it into my blogs, turns it into my YouTube videos, goes live on social media, creates all my posts, everything. Takes me less than 30 minutes a week to build a following that's into the millions today. And if you guys want to see exactly how that's laid out, watch that masterclass. If you're trying to build a business online, if you're trying to make money online, then relying on paid advertising it's the kiss of death. It's going to work against you. What you want to do is get into a regular routine for producing high value content, high quality content on social media, and let social media do the work for you. That's what I'm going to teach you on that masterclass. Check it out, the link's in the notes. And if you guys are nervous about doing video and getting comfortable with it, on the masterclass, I'm going to give you guys the chance to join a private Facebook group called Build Your Following. It's like a private area that are just members only, and people practice doing video in there. They practice going live in there so that they can get the nerves behind them before they go out to the general public. So check out that masterclass, or you can go to kendunn.com/live content, and it'll take you to the same place. Anyway, put some notes in the comments if you agree, if you have any questions about what we discussed today, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel. We'll see you soon.